Hey guys, today we're going to be harvesting some peppermint and we are going to be making a salve. I have a bunch of mint growing out in our field. I don't know how it got here. It's just been here and I can smell it. It's everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest a bunch of this mint and we're going to go ahead and dry this all out and then we're going to make a peppermint salve. It is good for inflammation. It's actually good to put on like burns. There's so many benefits to it. I've been doing a lot of research on like herbalism because I'm interested in trying to make things a little more natural for my family. I'm not perfect and I try to do things as natural as possible, but it's hard. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. I can like smell it when I walk out into our field. I can smell all of the peppermint. It smells so good. So this is what you're looking for. It's everywhere. And if you don't have it just growing wild like I do, you can always plant it, but I want to let you know that it is very invasive. So if you plant it, just be aware. I'd put it in a container. I wouldn't put it just out in your garden because it will take over everything. And you don't need a ton. All right, so that's about all that I'm going to pick for right now. I'm going to take you guys inside and I'm going to show you how I'm going to dry this out before we put it in our oil. It has been a few hours since I actually went out and picked all of this. Things just got away from me today. I am going to let these just kind of dry out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them out on just like a cookie sheet and I'll show you guys. And then I'm just going to let them dry out for a couple of days. A lot of people say to use dried herbs instead of freshly picked ones. So I'm going to follow their advice. So I have everything laid out, and the reason that I'm laying it all out is because I don't want it to sit in a bowl and some of the stuff get dried out and then others not. I just think it's better to put everything out and give everything the same amount of airflow. I'm just gonna set this on my table and let it do its thing. Just put some freezer paper on my cookie sheet because to be honest, these cookie sheets are really old and they're probably seasoned, and I'm trying to make sure I keep everything separated. And I don't want any like old cooking oils or anything to kind of get on these. I've let the peppermint sit out. It's pretty dry. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's pretty dry. So today I am going to put the peppermint into jars with some avocado oil, and then we're gonna let that sit for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then we're gonna make our salve. I've been doing more and more research. Let me grab what I ordered. For the salve, we need beeswax, and I ordered this off of Amazon. It's white beeswax pellets, and it's organic. It's for cosmetic grade because I want to use it for just like putting on your hands, on your feet, on burns, anything like that. So I got this off Amazon. I think it was $13 and it's 2 pounds. So definitely worth it. So we will go ahead, get these dried leaves into some jars, put some oil on it, and then in 4 to 6 weeks, we will melt this down with the mixture, and then we'll let that cool, and that'll become like our lotion, salve, whatever you want to call it. All right, so all of my peppermint leaves are dry and they are put into this mason jar. It was very time consuming to do, so I just kind of sped through it really quick. And then I have some avocado oil that I am going to pour right over all of this. And I want to try and get at least 16 ounces or so, because when I go to make the salve, the ratio is 1.2 ounces of the beeswax to 16 ounces of the solution that's going to be in here. This is a 12-ounce mason jar, so I'm just going to really like fill it up as much as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I probably should have gotten more peppermint, I'm thinking, just because this is going to be a lot of oil to peppermint ratio. But as you can see, it's all kind of floating in the liquid. It's definitely covered. And peppermint is really strong. Just my hands from doing that smell just like peppermint. So it's strong enough. I think it'll be fine. So what I'm going to do is I put the lid on here. I am going to let this sit for 4 to 6 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and label this jar. I'm just going to put that is peppermint salve and then the date so that I know 4 weeks from that now or 6 weeks from now, whenever I get to it, I can go ahead and strain this off and then we can start making that salve. But that's all it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and label it. Okay, I'm measuring out the beeswax pellets, 1.2 ounces. And then I have heated this metal bowl and I'm pouring the solution and then putting in the pellets. And then I'm going to let that all melt down and mix together. Here, I'm just pouring it into these little jars that I got off of Amazon. They're perfect. I think they're 1 ounce, so it's perfect just to take and throw into your bag. And then I'm just going to let these cool for a while until they've hardened. All right, that's all there is to making this salve. So I'm just going to put the lids on, and then we have this, and you can use this for so many things, but you know, if you have like a headache or anything like that, you can just like rub it on the back of your neck. And it just smells like peppermint. You can also use it for like burns and stuff like that. But this is my first time making it. It was super easy. Did you just fart? You got poop? Okay. No. Are you silly?
Actually, it's a pentagon.
Oh, pentagon?
Actually, it's pentagon.
Okay. So I think next time what I will do is I will put more beeswax in, because some of them you can tell are a little bit more waxy, and then some of them aren't as waxy. And I don't think I let the beeswax melt completely. So it'll still work. It's still fine. But yeah, I'm excited. That was a fun little project. So I hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you next week. Bye.